Yes, that's correct.
49,
49.
64, and then lastly 81. So there are only two numbers that I can see that whose sum is 100, and those
Yes,
two numbers are 36 and 64.
60.
The
Yes.
squares of 6 and 8. And since 6 is less than 8, and 8 square is 64, which is there, 8 is the answer.
So that's correct. The answer here should be 8. So yes, you just need to find a square from 1 to 100, or that can give you a sum of 100, right? So the only possible here should be 36 and 64. So the answer is, since we have 36 and 64, square root of both is 6 and 8. So the larger one is 8. So any questions regarding this problem? So thank you, Mr. Daniel, for your answer and solution and explanation. So, and I'm sorry again for the inconvenience caused. Yes, that's correct. That's correct, Mr. Daniel. So again, the answer here should be 8. No more questions here, right? This is 8. So we will proceed to number 21. Um, what is the sum of the exterior angles of a heptagon, 7-sided polygon? So this is quite easy, I guess. So I'll just explain this. So exterior angles of any polygon is always 360. So no matter how many sides the problem asks, the exterior angle should be always equal to 360. So any questions regarding this problem? So the answer here should be 360. You just remember, again, exterior angles of any polygon is always 360. No, the answer here should be 360. Exterior angle of any polygon is always 360. So if you are asking for the interior angle, that should be n minus, what was it again? N minus 1 times 180, right? If I'm not wrong. If it asks for the interior angle, it should be this formula, n minus 1 times 180. So no more questions, right? So we'll proceed to number 22. So a pyramid has 1,002 vertices. How many faces does this pyramid have? So anyone wants to answer this? So if none, I guess this is just also an easy problem. So just remember, um, the vertices of a pyramid is always equal to its faces, to its number of faces. So since we have 1,002 vertices here, the number of the faces of this pyramid is also 1,002.
1002.
Yes, that's correct. So, okay, just remember again, number of vertices of a pyramid is always equal to its faces. So if it has 1,002 vertices, then it also has 1,002 faces. So any questions regarding this problem?
No.
Okay, so we will proceed to number 23. Find the area of the shaded region in the figure below. So anyone wants to answer this? This is quite tricky. Okay, Mr. Daniel wants to answer again this problem.
So, what we're going to do is this. We see the 10 and the 10. We have so we cannot do this without and we cannot find the shaded region, correct? directly.
Yes.
So we have to find the white regions first. And then we subtract it from the whole figure to get the middle region. So 10 times 10 divided by 2 is 50. That is the it's the area of the first region. And then the second region, that is 10 plus 8, which is 18, times 8 would give you 144.
Divided by 2.
Yeah. So we divide it by 2 next to give it, to make it 72.
Yes, that's correct.
Then that is 72 plus 50 to give us 142.
122.
Okay. No, wait, not 100 and not 142. Let's still reset that one.
It should be
It's not 142. That's 122. Okay, there.
Yes, that's correct.
But then we find this square plus this square. So that's 10 times 10. That's 100.
100 times
Plus 64. It is 164. And now we subtract 122 to get 42.
Yes, that's correct. So the answer is 42. So thank you, Mr. Daniel, for your wonderful solution and explanation. So yes, to find the area of the shaded region, you just need to find the area of this triangle first, and then this triangle, and then subtract it from the area of these two squares. So just like what Mr. Daniel has shown, the area of the first square is 100, and then the second square is 64. Then the area of the first triangle, which is this one, is 50. And then the area of this triangle, second triangle, which is 100, or 72. So subtracting 122 from 164, you will get 42. And the answer is 42. Any questions regarding this problem? So again, just remember, first get the area of the triangles and then the area of the squares, and you subtract them from each other. So no more questions, right? We'll proceed to the next problem, which is number 24. So at most, how many lines can be formed by using 18 points on a plane? So anyone who knows to answer this? So, I'm sorry. Okay, Mr. Choi wants to, Mr. Ethan wants to answer this. You can start annotating.
So 18 points, we can think of it as a 18-sided regular polygon.
Yes.
Now we still need to do the other points. So point 1 can connect to
Point 2.
We're gonna label it 1, 2, dot, 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 and then 18. Point 1 can connect to 3, to 17. 2 can connect to 4, to 15. 3, since we already have the 1 here, we can make it 18 to 5, 5 to 18, and so on. So we get every diagonal plus the 18 sides.
Yes. Wala ko. Oh no. So the answer is, am I lost again? No.
Teacher, can I answer a different question?
Ah, okay. So I will proceed. I will continue what Mr. Ethan started. So yes, that's correct. You connect point um first point to the second point, and etc. up until to 18 points. So as we can see here, we have, if we have 2 points, right, we have one line. If we have 3 points, we have 3 lines. If we have four four 4 points, we have 6 lines, right? 6. So we have a pattern already, right? We have 6. So the most probable will be 5. Also have 10 points, right? Yes, that's correct. The answer here should be 153. So thank you, Miss Lubundapan, for sharing your answer. So the answer here should be 153. So to answer this problem, since we already have established this, we have 1, 3, 6, 10. We have an arithmetic sequence, right? So you can use arithmetic sequence formula here, which is n times n minus 1 over 2. So we have, am I correct? We have 3, that's 3, 2, 6. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, triangular numbers. So we have an arithmetic sequence formula here. So we can use this one, or we can also use the triangular number formula. And it will arrive to the same answer, which is 153. So any questions? For this one, we have 18 times 17 all over 2, or 9 times 17, which is 153. So any questions regarding this problem? So to solve this again, if a question shows you like this, you can use this formula directly. N times n minus 1 all over 2. Remember this formula. I'm sorry. So we will proceed to combinatorics. If Andy goes from point B to point A, each step can only move down or move left. How many ways is or are there? So anyone wants to answer this? Okay, Mr. Daniel wants to answer. So you can annotate here, actually.
Okay, sir. So if we need to go from point B to point A, we do it this way. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Since there's only one way to go that direction, and 1, 1, 1, 1. Since there's only one way to go that direction. So then we combine by doing sums. So that's 2 on this point. And then this is going to be, goes down, that's only 1. Here, that's 3.
Yes.
And then since it goes down, then 2 and 1 becomes 2 and 1 becomes 3. And then 3 and 1 becomes 4 to go to the bottom.
Yes.
4, then 3 and 3 becomes 6. Let's see, 1 and 1 becomes 2. 1 and 2 becomes 3.
Yes.
3 and 2 becomes 5. 5 and
Correct.
3 becomes 8.
Mhm.
5 and 6 becomes 11. And 11 and 8 becomes 19.
I think you're missing something here. 10.
Oh, sorry, 10. So it's not 19. Oop. So it's not 19. We add 10 here, and then there. 5 and 6 becomes 11. 11 and 10 becomes 21.
Yes.
And then 21 and 8 becomes 29.
Actually, you get confused by your numbers. This is 3, this is 8. So, right? Am I correct? 3.
Actually, I
And
put the
this,
numbers and the points that's on the
yeah.
top left, right,
So this
top
should be
right
19,
corner.
if I'm not wrong, right?
What? Oh, 19 and then 40. I got confused by my own numbers.
Yeah, you got confused by how you put your numbers. Didn't add this one.
I should have put a smaller number, right?
So anyway, the answer here is 40. So thank you, Mr. Daniel, for sharing your answer and solution. So yes, this is correct. You have 1 here, and 1. You add 1 in every point or every node, or you add the connecting nodes in every point. So connecting lines in every node. So since we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and etc. up until 240. So any questions? Yes, the recording will be sent to you in your email after this one, after the lecture. So any questions regarding this one? So if none, we'll proceed to the next number. Number 26. Use digits 1, 2, 3, and 4 to form a 4-digit number such that the tens digit and thousands digit are even, while the hundreds digit and units digit are odd. How many such 4-digit numbers is or are there? So anyone wants to answer this? So the answer here should be 4. So to solve this problem, so you have 4-digit number, and it is stated that the tens digit and thousands digit are even. So we have only two um, two different even numbers, right? So in tens and digits, thousands digit, we have 2 and 4 only, 2 and 4. And then on the units and the hundreds are odd, so we have 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So, and this is assuming that there is no repeating number, right? If I'm not wrong. So since we already have established this one, so we have 2 times 2 times 1 times 1. So we have 4 as the answer. So any questions regarding this problem? So if none, we'll continue. So thank you for sharing your answer in the chat, Mr. Matthew, Dirk, and Mr. Lou, Miss Lou. So we'll proceed to number 27. So again, answer here is 4. Number 27. I'm sorry. Andy has 28 $1 and $2 coins altogether. He has $37 in total. How many $2 coins does he have? So anyone who wants to answer this? Okay, Mr. Matthew took the first, raised his hand first. Can answer Mr. Matthew? You can start answering now.
Okay. He has $37 in total. And he has 28 $1 and $2 coins altogether. So 28 we times by 1 equal 28.
Yes.
And then 37 minus by 28 equal 9.
Yeah.
After that, 2 minus 1 equal 1. So 9 divided by 1 equal 9.
Yes. So yes, this is correct. The answer is 9. So thank you, Mr. You have different solution, Mr. Daniel? I assume. Do you have different solution?
I think there are two different solutions.
Yeah.
One where we use one where we multiply 28 by 1 and one where we multiply 28 by 2.
Yes, that's correct. You assume that all coins are 2, or you assume all coins are $1.
Yeah, so the second solution I think goes like this.
Yes.
28 times 2 is 56. Yes. Then we subtract 37
Yes.
to give us 9.
18.
Wait, no,
That's
not 9.
18.
9. Okay. 6.
That's
6
19.
plus, that's 19, yeah.
Yes.
That's 19. So then that's 28 minus 19 to
It's
give
9.
us 9, which is the same answer here.
Yes, that's correct. So both solutions are correct. So thank you, Mr. Matthew and Mr. Daniel, for sharing your solutions. Yes, this is correct. You assume all coins first, just like what Mr. Matthew, all coins are $1 and all coins are $2. So any questions regarding this problem? So thank you for sharing your answers also in the chat. So the answer here is 9. So we will proceed to number 28 if no more questions. Let me clear the drawings. Okay. How many two-digit numbers is or are there such that the number contains digit 2? Okay, Mr. Matthew again wants to answer this one.
Okay, that is two-digit number. We can use, there is two-digit number that contains 2. There is 12.
Yes.
And then 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then there is 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, and 92.
Yes. Count.
So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There is 18 number that contains digit 2.
Yes, that's correct. So thank you for sharing your solution and answer, Mr. Matthew. So yes, you can just count this one since there the numbers are not that too big. So 12, 20, 21 to 92 is 18 numbers. So any questions regarding this problem? So this problem is just, you just need to count from 12 to 92. So there are 80 numbers. So any questions? None, right? So we'll proceed to number 29. Oh, sorry. It is given that the total weight of 3 apples and 3 melons is 1,800 grams. The weight of the apple of a melon is the same as that of 4 apples. What is the weight of 1 apple? So I think Mr. Matthew again raised his hand first, if I'm not wrong, right?
Okay, there is 3 apples and 3 melons. He said the question said 1 melon equal 4 apples. So 3 times 4 equal 12.
Yes.
So there is 3 apples plus 12 apples equal 1,800 gram. So 1,800 gram we divide it with 15 because there is 15 apples. We divided it become it's become 120.
Yes.
So the weight of one apple is 120.
Yes, that's correct. So this is correct. So we have the same solution as Mr. Matthew. So we substitute the value of the weight of an apple into the weight of the melon, and then we added it and divided 1,800 by 15. So any questions regarding this problem? So if none, we'll proceed to number 30. So again, thank you, Mr. Matthew, for sharing your wonderful solution and answer. So we'll proceed to number 30. We have the same answer as Mr. Matthew. 120. Oh no, no spoil. So I'm sorry, this should not be shown. Guess I didn't edit my presentation. So yes, the answer here is 15. So there are 42 students in grade 5. Each student has to choose at least one ball game. 29 and 28 students like playing basketball and volleyball, respectively. Find the number of students who like both ball games. So Mr. Daniel, or since you raised your hand first.
Okay, so what I think should be done is that we add 29 and 28 and then subtract 42. 9 plus 8 is 17, add 1, 57, minus 42 equals
15.
15, which is, I think, the answer, since there is extra.
Oh, okay, nice. So yes, that's correct. So Mr. Tirishun or Miss, do you have the same answer? Or do you have
I have the same answer.
Okay. Do you have the same solution also?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for sharing your solution, Mr. Daniel, and I guess we're done because we are already number 30. So no more questions, right? We can go back to another problem if you have no more questions. If you have questions, I mean. So since no more questions, thank you everyone for coming for this math. And I hope you all got the correct answer for this mock exams so that you will have a higher chance in getting gold in the final round. So I wish you luck.
Sir, 57 minus 52 does not equal 15.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is 42. I didn't really check this one. So yes, we will have a review for the online 1 p.m. So again, thank you everyone and goodbye. I hope you win in the competition this coming, I don't know, next week. So
Yes, sir.
good luck again and thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
You.
Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye. See you later.
Bye everyone.